Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at my Alienware M15x, first released in 2009. At the time it was advertised as the most powerful 15-inch gaming notebook you could buy. This unit is running an Intel Core i7-7720Q, 16GB of RAM, an NVIDIA GeForce G T X 260M, and a 500GB solid state drive. Now let's compare this old beast to some of the biggest games from around that era and see how it performs today. Left 4 Dead 2, released in 2009, runs at full HD on high settings with around 51 frames per second and 1% lows near 29.4. For hardware released around the time of the machine, you'd have been happy with that. With the mid-range 260 in it, you could have done better with the 280 in if you sold a kidney. FIFA 11, released in 2010, runs at full HD on high settings at roughly 104 frames per second, with 1% lows in the mid-40s. And I still can't believe how little FIFA's gameplay visuals have changed in over 15 years. It could pass for something modern at a glance. They could defo just patch the teams and stop robbing people. Tomb Raider, the 2013 one, runs at low settings in full HD at about 36.5 frames per second, with lows around 15. Not perfect, but absolutely playable for a cinematic adventure. Metro Last Light, released in 2013 with the Redux version in 2014, runs at 720p on low settings at around 37.2 frames per second, with lows just under 20. For a Metro title, that's genuinely impressive. Grand Theft Auto 4, released in 2008, really struggles. At 720p on high settings it averages about 28 frames per second, but the 1% low can fall to around 4. That's basically unplayable, and lowering the settings somehow makes it even worse. Grand Theft Auto 5, released in 2013, actually runs much better. At 720p on normal settings, it averages around 40.7 frames per second, with 1% lows around 10. Grand Theft Auto 5 running better than Grand Theft Auto 4 on a 2009 laptop is wild. Shame on Rockstar for Grand Theft Auto 4's optimization. Anything that needs DirectX 11 or newer wouldn't launch. Rocket League, Counter-Strike 2, and most modern multiplayer titles. But even after more than 15 years, this chunky Alienware M15x still puts up a real fight in a surprising number of older games. It's a tank, and a proper piece of gaming history. I believe people have had success putting in cards up to the GTX 9 series, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for a more modern card and see how far we can push this old beast. If you enjoyed this retro test, drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments.